Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kai X Limitless, and we back with another one, and we're talking about Kanye, right? And man, it's looking like Ye might be the LeBron James up when it comes to this rap stuff, because you know what I mean, it's looking like Kanye got some real longevity, even though they tried to cancel him and take away his #1 album, and you know what I mean, really try to block him, you know what I mean, because of the things that he said about the Jewish people, and he's still, dealing with issues from that statement. So Kanye becomes the first rapper in history to earn a number one hits on the Hot 100 in three different decades, from the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s, right? So you know what I mean, he's a three decade, rapper, right? And this does sound like it would be like a Drake, kind of accolade, but Drake did not get any hits in the 2000s, right? His first big song was Best I Ever Had, and that was in '09, and I do believe that it peaked at #2. And it's crazy that Kanye right now is the biggest independent artist. I believe he's still independent. He has no record label pushing him, so he's self-funded, and you know what I mean, self-reliant. And you know what I mean, a lot of industry people, they do not like that, right? I remember like Young Dolph, he was an independent artist, and they kind of treat you a little funny, like you're an outsider, and you don't seem to get the kind of benefits of a label that you know what I mean, as an independent artist. If you notice, like even these award shows, it feels like you have to be signed to really win some of these awards. But as soon as, you know what I mean, I see Kanye get a stat line like this, you know what I mean, this is like a triple double, you know what I'm saying, in the rap game. And somebody who loves these kind of accolades would be Drake, right? So I know he's looking at this and he has to respect it. And Kanye and Drake, they had a very off and on beef to, it's like a love-hate relationship Kanye and Drake has. 1 minute Kanye is scared of his life because Drake, knows his address, and he's talking about how to get to his house at a song on a Travis Scott song, right? And the next thing you know what I mean, they all buddy, and Drake is, giving Kanye his flowers, because I do believe Drake says that, he looks up to Kanye, in a lot of his early days. He got a lot of his, his style from Kanye. But you know what I mean, when it comes to like a Drake versus Kanye debate, I think it's pretty obvious that Drake will definitely have, more hit songs and, these kind of records once, Drake's career is over with, because he's really like the king of the Billboard, the king of these kind of things when it comes to #1s and hit records. I think like he has more hits than Michael Jackson. He has more hits than the Beatles and whatnot. But because I mean, if you really check the stats right, Kanye has only 4 #1 hit songs, and Drake has 13 hit songs, right? But if we're doing a versus, that would be a great versus to see Drake versus Kanye. I do believe a lot of people would like to see that. And another comparison I see is like people compare Kanye to Tupac, right? And people put Tupac on this super pedestal, but I do believe that that's a fair comparison. But but a lot of Tupac's impact was done by his death, and he was immortalized by his death. But a lot of what Kanye has done, I think he has the biggest overall influence on the culture, not just the music. We're talking about as a person, as a speaker, as a fashion icon, right? I think he has the most overall influence in hip hop, like that I've seen so far, and that's living. Kanye is a living legend, and a lot of people, they don't put enough respect on Kanye's name. And in terms of legacy, we got to look at the amount of artists that he put on too, right? In terms of Big Sean and Travis Scott, so many artists that Kanye has put on. And how many artists has Drake put on? Zero, right? So let me know what y'all think in the comment box. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, he's still breaking records, even though he's supposedly quote unquote blackballed. You're that good, you know what I mean? They can't stop you, right? So let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like the video, subscribe. We gone.